operating 10 years plus.
Telephone number 439-4444 in Grenada or click caribjet.com. Caribjet, True Blue St. George's, the number one for travel.
Here are some COVID-19 prevention tips for schools. Wear a clean mask daily. It should be appropriately fitted, ensuring that it covers your nose and mouth while at school. When eating, do not put masks in your bag. Rather, with clean hands, fold the mask in two, with the inside being sealed and placed in a clean tissue. Avoid dragging hands along walls, touching railings, or anything that does not belong to you. Keep your hands in your pockets. Keep your distance. Do not hug, hold hands, or touch classmates and school staff, or anyone who does not live in the same household as you. Do not touch the tea area on your face, mouth, eyes, and nose if your hands have not been sanitized or washed just before. Always cover your cough and sneeze with a bent elbow or tissue, throwing used tissues into a closed bin immediately. Then, wash your hands or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Use clean hands to handle your mask. If the virus is still alive from the things you touch and then you touch your nose and mouth, it can latch onto your cells and enter, which will result in infection. Do not put on any of your friends' or classmates' masks. Do not share personal items with anyone unless they can be properly sanitized or disinfected after.
COVID-19 is a disease that does not see age, gender, or school. Not because someone is your classmate, friend, or family means they do not have COVID-19. Some people do not display symptoms. Let us work together, combat this virus, and protect ourselves and our families. A message from the Ministry of Health and Social Security, Grenada, West Indies.
Who needs a plan? Take my hand. Our stories will find us. My shady caravan. And there's nowhere that I'd rather be than any place with my shady caravan. And there's nowhere that I'd rather be than any place with you.
Shandy Carib, refreshed for life.
All businesses start small and grow into successful corporations. With a strong team, you can have a strong business. Protect the employees that stand by you with Beacon's Be Better Group Health Plan. It's a customizable and affordable health plan for smaller businesses that offers many of the benefits of a large corporate plan. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
This is the MTV Evening News for Wednesday, the 10th of November. In the headlines, Grenada and other CARICOM member states urged to pay close attention to the controversial sugar issue between Belize and Trinidad, and this before the Caribbean Court of Justice. Spice vendors at the Grand Dance Market left out of the tourist bubble by the Grenada Tourism Authority. And in sport, Grenada Boxing Association receives equipment from IBA. We'll have details to those and other stories coming up for you. Remember that the evening news is also inclusive of the latest public forecast information. We'll have the details right after the break.
Spare your pocket, spare the earth, always at Grand Left, you come first. Safe and cheap, save the time, reduce your wattage and reduce your time. When you use appliances, make sure you buy energy efficient every time. Spare your pocket, spare the earth, always at Grand Left, you come first. Spare your pocket, spare the earth, always at Grand Left, you come first.
The first segment of MTV News is brought to you by the Cooperative Credit Union. closure, a vehicle, debt consolidation, or achievement of vacation. We can help you get there. Yes, you can. Make this Christmas better with the GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Good evening, Tony Julian with the details. A controversial sugar issue between Belize and Trinidad and Tobago before the Caribbean Court of Justice, or CCJ, could serve as a warning for Grenada and other CARICOM member states. Rachel Bain has been following the legal action brought by the government of Belize against the government of Trinidad and Tobago, and that's concerning an alleged violation of the Treaty of Chaguaramas.
The government of Belize has taken action in the Caribbean Court of Justice against the alleged non-application of the Common External Tariff, the CET, on the brown sugar entering Trinidad and Tobago from extra-regional sources in violation of the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas. As the CCJ deliberates on the matter, Chairman of the Sugar Association of the Caribbean, Carl James, says over the last 3 years, SAC has repeatedly raised its concerns about this practice that has drastically diluted the value and demand of the CARICOM market for regional sugar producers. Evidence shows that more than 4,000 metric tons of sugar were imported into Belize without any record of CET being paid. Carl James, chairman of SAC, explains.
What we found out though in the last 3 years is that the Caribbean users of sugar were importing brown sugar from outside the region, and we were able to identify that some of that sugar was coming in from Brazil, Guatemala, Honduras, and Colombia, to name a few of them. So we took it up with the CARICOM Secretariat to say that they need to pay the 40% CET, which was agreed.
This evidence was underscored by a dramatic fall-off in prices for brown sugar during the same period. How is Grenada affected by such practice? According to the Ministry of Trade, Grenada imports sugar from Belize. The SAC chairman says Grenada will have to pay an 80% tax if sugar is purchased from outside of the region.
Oh, Grenada would be affected because if you are going to buy sugar, brown sugar, for your domestic market, if you don't want to buy it from the Caribbean, then you are going to have to pay the 40% CET.
James says the fact that Belize took Trinidad to court was not to get money, but rather to stop its illegal practice so the countries producing sugar in the region can benefit.
What we were seeking is the application of the CET on all brown sugar, start with brown sugar, coming into the region, because we produce enough brown sugar in the region to satisfy the market.
For MTV News, Rachel Bain.
As a result of the COVID-19 health and safety policy, workers in the tourism sector must be vaccinated to work. That's according to Minister of Tourism, Dr. Clarice Modeste-Kerwin. According to her, this mandate is to make sure that all tourists and employees are safe from the dreaded COVID-19 virus. But we get more on it from Nikita Hostin.
While vaccine is not mandatory in Grenada, Tourism Minister Dr. Clarice Modeste-Kerwin says all individuals associated with the tourism sector must be vaccinated in order to conduct business when cruise ships arrive.
So coming back to the agreements and the protocols, on their side, they're having fully vaccinated. On our side, we have agreed with them that the persons who they interact with, because if you're interacting with a vendor, if you have a driver of a taxi or a cruise, the cruise buses and so on, there's some measure of interaction or there's some possibility of touching what somebody else has touched. And so there's a possibility of infection. And so one of the key priorities for visitors is safety and security, their health. And so they're asking You're asking us to be vaccinated. Are the persons we're going to for service in the various destinations, are they also vaccinated? And we have had to say that we would endeavor to ensure that everyone is.
The minister stated the country lost many opportunities because of the low level of vaccination rate within the country and cruise ships having to turn back.
All of these, over 200 calls that are being offered to us, there are other persons, again, as happened in the summertime when we had the offer, they will take it. And we have to ask ourselves, if we keep turning down these offers, for how long will these offers be open to us every season? Will they continue? Or will persons love the destinations that they have been exposed to and give raving interviews of them and encourage others to go to those places?
Minister Cohen says one of the key priorities for visitors is the health as well as the people of Grenada.
For the level of unemployment that this situation has caused in our country, and we are willing to work with all stakeholders to see how we can improve, but time is of the essence and the right actions need to be taken.
Nikita Hostin, MTV News.
With more than 200 cruise ship calls expected, many vendors are looking forward to the influx of tourists coming to Grenada shores. However, they must be fully vaccinated to be included within the bubble that the Grenada Tourism Authority has created. There are, however, several vendors, particularly those at the Grandance Spice and Craft Market, who will be negatively affected as they have refused to take the jab. The GTA's Barry Collymore says that the visitors will be guided as to where they can go through guided tours.
As the cruise ship season reopens and the authorities have plans to work with numerous service providers over the period, some vendors may be left out of the bubble due to their vaccination status. Vendors at the Grandance Spice and Craft Market, who recently protested about the authorities' decision to have all vendors vaccinated to access their booths, may be among those left out. According to Barry Collymore, chairman of the Grenada Tourism Authority, they understand the issues, but based on discussions had, the visitors will be engaging with vaccinated service providers through guided tours.
Working on a bubble is really an organized tour so that passengers disembarking the cruise ships will be guided. They will not be allowed to roam freely, just get off the ship and go anywhere they would like. The bubbles will guide them as to where they can and cannot go, so they will be directed to the sites that are in fact vaccinated areas.
He stated that they are looking into the vendors' market situation.
We are actively looking at that. Minister was there just yesterday. I was there on Sunday. For the people who can do business, we want to find a way for them to do business. It doesn't make sense to keep yes, we have to be cognizant of the fact that there are regulations and so on, but for the people who have gotten vaccinated and who are compliant, we are going to try to find a way for them to be able to conduct their business, and we are going to work with the others to try to see if we can get them to compliance as quickly as possible.
MTV reached out to the vendors at the Grandance Spice and Craft Market to get their thoughts about them being left out and not being allowed to engage the thousands of visitors coming to the shores. However, the vendors who were at their booths refused to speak on camera, but indicated that they are still awaiting correspondence from the GTA as to how they will be moving forward. Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
As countries move to expand COVID-19 vaccinations to children younger than 12 years, the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, is stressing that the most vulnerable populations should be fully vaccinated first, although it does acknowledge that countries have the right to decide which populations are to be prioritized.
Let me begin by saying that each country makes its own decision about which populations to vaccinate. But so far, our strategic advisory group of experts has not recommended vaccination against COVID-19 for children.
Carissa Etienne, Director of PAHO, speaking at the regional PAHO's briefing. According to Etienne, the elderly, people with underlying conditions, and healthcare workers should be priority when receiving the vaccine before distributing COVID-19 vaccines for children. She states children tend to experience milder symptoms compared with adults and aren't in urgent need of vaccinations unless they have pre-existing condition.
To best combat COVID-19, we urge countries to prioritize the elderly, frontline workers, and people with pre-existing conditions. And that was the objective of protecting them and also preventing the collapse of the health systems. We know that when vaccine availability is low, it is best to protect the most vulnerable first.
So far, only Pfizer and BioNTech vaccines have been approved for those aged 12 years and above. However, trials are being done on other vaccines for children. However, Etienne says the current moment relating to the COVID-19 pandemic in the Caribbean is worrisome.
The Caribbean, for instance, we are seeing rising vaccine hesitancy. While many people may be tired of the pandemic, it is not over yet. And this is not the time to relax public health and social distancing measures. And this is what we are seeing. As for the outlook, with ECLAC, we looked at possible future scenarios for Latin America and the Caribbean over probably the next 9 months. And we came up with 3 scenarios, including one variation. In scenario A, if there is low implementation of public health and social measures at the same time as there is a low vaccination coverage, we could see high rates of community transmission continue.
Nikita Hostin, MTV News.
And that's the first segment of news. We'll be right back after the break.
The first segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
You have been waiting on it all year. Now it's your chance to make this Christmas better than ever. Get the extra cash you need with a Make This Christmas Better loan from the GUT Credit Union. Get up to $50,000 to celebrate your Christmas and make your holiday dreams come true. Home improvements, new furniture, a vehicle, debt consolidation, or even a vacation. We can help you get there. Yes, you can. Make this Christmas better with the GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
By now, you should know that the early bird catches the worm. So, what are you waiting for? Put wings to your feet and head to your nearest scratch seller. For every quick 7s scratch ticket you buy at $2, the NLA gives you 7 chances at winning as much as $7,000. Scratch the entire play area for your 7 chances at revealing as much 7s and win the corresponding prizes. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment as you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest. Visit or call LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
On Sunday, November 14th from 6 p.m. as Megaforce presents the 32nd Waggity Virtual Bingo.
And this time we're playing for
US $10,000. Tickets are only $10 US. Get them now from numerous box offices island-wide in Grenada. Or if you're playing overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. Sunday, November 14th, you can win. Big! Join the fun and excitement online. Play Waggity Virtual Bingo. Have you heard? It's the new way to play bingo.
The second segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
For your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Welcome back. With climate change being such a topical issue, particularly in relation to so many countries, including small islands, there are many fora about how the ordinary man can do his part to reduce some of the effects. Friends of the Earth held an online forum speaking to several specialists in the field who shared just how serious this issue is and some things that can be done as the entire world grapples with this. MTV spoke to Dr. Stephen Fletcher, who shared some tips on how people can help to reduce the impact of climate change on the environment. But let's get more on it from Donella Hostin.
Global warming is real. The global ecological system is on the verge of collapse. The increase in temperatures that we're experiencing is hastening the demise of Mother Earth as we know it. As individuals, we need to take action. We can take action in our own space and within our own borders to help reduce the impact that we are having on our environment and which consequently impact on climate change.
Dr. Stephen Fletcher, Chief Specialist at Campeche International Consultants, highlighting the realness of climate change and global warming and the seriousness of its effects. According to him, as individuals, some things can be done to assist with the reduction of some of these negative impacts, some of which he highlighted.
When we see actions are taken that negatively going to impact on our natural environment, that will then have effect on rising sea levels, floods, and so on, we must be able to take joint action. But we must also look at what we consume. We have the sun. Can we make use of solar? Some more. Can we make use of compost? Right? These are things that we can use at an individual level. We must also look at reducing our waste, recycling, purchasing more eco-friendly products. When we go to our supermarkets, when we go shopping, let us take time to look at our labels, look at what we are buying, and buy much more eco-friendly products.
He says based on what is happening, it is clear that the world is on the verge of an ecological disaster, which is unfolding at a dramatic speed. The impact, he noted, has a lot to do with how human beings treat the environment.
In our local Grenadian context, our impact on the climate change has to do more with how we as human beings treat our environment, our physical environment, our ecological environment, much less to do with industry disposals, industry waste, and so on. Although, let me underline this, although our waste that we have generated and our emissions are also contributory factors to the overall climate decline that we are witnessing.
According to Dr. Fletcher, going towards a more agro-based and technology-driven economy plays a major role as well. Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
Newly appointed ambassador of the European Union, EU, to Grenada is promising that during her 10-year tenure as ambassador, priority will be given to issues like climate change and strengthening the bilateral relations with a focus on the health sector. Her comments came during her presentation of credentials virtually to Governor General Her Excellency Dame Cecile Lagrenade, as we hear now from Nikita Hostin.
I am happy to welcome you and look forward to working with you to strengthen ties between our region and yours.
On behalf of Her Majesty's Queen Elizabeth II and the government and people of Grenada, Governor General Dame Cecile Lagrenade accepted the credentials from the Ambassador of the European Union delegation to Barbados and the OECS. According to the Ambassador, continued focus will be on the health sector. She says the friendship between Grenada and the European Union dates back for more than 4 decades.
Over these years, we have had a rich history of cooperation, notably the special framework of assistance programs from 1999 to 2008, supporting the reform and reorientation of the agribusiness sector in Grenada with just over 4.9 million. The 9th and the 10th European Development Fund programs provided financing for education sector very close to you, with a focus on enhancing the quality of education as envisioned in the Grenada Poverty Reduction Strategy. More recently, the 11th European Development Fund supported the health sector through a 2.9 million injection into the national budget between 2017 and 2019, and was able to contribute to the construction of the Guayave Health Clinic. The availability of the Guayave Health Clinic as a satellite COVID-19 testing and vaccination facility is evidence of an expanded health service delivery in Grenada with support from the European Union.
Governor General Dame Cecile Lagrenade congratulated the ambassador. She says Grenada has had formal relations with the European Union since 1975 and has benefited from a number of projects from the European Union.
From then to the present time, Grenada has enjoyed cordial and cooperative relations with the EU on a bilateral basis as well as through regional programs. Over the years, Grenada has benefited tremendously from a number of EU-funded projects through the European Development Fund. One major project funded by the EU aimed at the improvement of water infrastructure in the upgrade of the Pegiwim and 7 other water distribution plants to WHO standards.
The Governor General says the European Union has also helped with the fight against the dreaded COVID-19 virus in the country. Nikita Hostin, MTV News.
2 young men have been charged in connection with the 30th of October robbery of a supermarket at Victoria St. Mark. Aaron Chase and Alvin Jerome, both 18 years of age, of Riversally, were brought before the Guelph Magistrates Court on Monday. They were both charged for robbery with violence, while Chase received an additional charge of robbery with violence in connection with a separate incident that occurred on the 27th of May at the Victoria gas station. They were granted bail in the sum of $10,000 and $7,000 respectively, and are scheduled to reappear in court on the 11th of November with conditions. There's been a decrease in vehicle theft when compared with this time of year last year. According to police, so far for the year 2021, almost 30 vehicles were reportedly stolen when compared to 32 back in 2020. But we have more on it from Nikita Houston.
There has been a slight decrease in vehicular theft for the year so far compared to 2020. However, according to Constable Troy Paul of the Royal Grenada Police Force, people should remain vigilant so they cannot be a victim of vehicular theft. Constable Paul says most vehicles that were stolen were recovered, however most were not secured properly.
Most of the time those vehicles are stolen from venues, areas where shows are being held, and the persons park their vehicle to entertain themselves and maybe not secure them properly or other alternative. But however, in relation to those 28 vehicles that was reported, we can safely say that they have been recovered at some other location, but we know that they were recovered. Some are with the intervention of the police, the swift action, and some where the person left the vehicle in maybe in an area where no one expected to be. But with those two, those vehicles are recovered. And yes, some arrests with those with the intervention of the police with their swift action, some arrests was made where persons have been arrested and charged for the offense of using a vehicle without the consent of the owner.
Constable Paul highlighted some of the preventative measures individuals can take to secure their vehicle properly.
Ensuring that your vehicle doors are locked properly. So if you exit your vehicle and you intend to park there for a period of time, what you want to do is to make sure that all your doors are proper. You ensure that all your windows are up and that there is no space that intruders can access your vehicle. Also, at times, persons may leave a spare key, maybe under the vehicle or someplace, even in the cubby hole. Remember, thieves know where we hide or tend to hide our valuables.
He's also encouraging vehicle owners to install audio alarm systems which can signal if someone is trying to break into their vehicles. He explains the protocols individuals should follow once their vehicle is stolen.
So one should immediately contact the nearest police station. And when you contact the nearest police station, what I want you to do is make sure that you know the registration number of your vehicle, the make, model, color, and year of your vehicle, so that you can provide that detailed information to the police.
Constable Paul says anyone who uses a vehicle without the consent of the owner is committing an offense under Section 63 of the Road Traffic Act and can be arrested and charged a fine of $2,500 or face imprisonment for a term of 2 years or both. Nikita Houston, MTV News.
The second segment of news for you will have your weekly health feature up next.
The second segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
For your education,
for your financial freedom.
for that new ride,
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Who needs a plan? Take my hand. Our stories will find us. My shanty caravan. And there's nowhere that I'd rather be than any place with you. My shanty caravan. And there's nowhere that I'd rather be than any place with you.
Shandy Carib, refreshed for life.
On Sunday, November 14th from 6 p.m. as Megaforce presents the 32nd YT Virtual Bingo.
And this time we're playing for
US $10,000. Tickets are only $10. Get them now from numerous box offices island-wide in Grenada. Or if you're playing overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. Sunday, November 14th, you can win big! Join the fun and excitement online. Play Waggity Virtual Bingo. Have you heard? It's the new way to play bingo.
Health-wise, and MTV News comes to you compliments Sunrise Diagnostic Center.
Need quality medical service, professional and warm laboratory experience? Tired of waiting days for your lab results to make diagnosis? You have found your solution at Sunrise Diagnostic Center, located at Unit Number 9, New NIS Building, Melville Street, St. George's, and Canal Road, Grenville, St. Andrew, in the hub of the town, catering to your medical needs. Private, accurate and confidential laboratory service with same-day results. Walk in or schedule your ultrasound with results with 24 to 48 hours. Our opening hours in St. George's are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And on Canal Road, Mondays to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Open on Sundays and public holidays for emergency calls only. 24-hour on-call service is available for emergency laboratory purposes. We meet you where you are, home or office. Special group rates are available. For more information, you can contact us today.
Welcome back, and for this week's Health Wise, we'll be focusing on diabetes awareness. And with us this evening is Livingston Fraser, a medical doctor living with diabetes, and also an active member of the Grenada Diabetic Association. November is, of course, National Diabetes Month, a time when communities across the country team up to bring attention to this chronic, non-communicable disease.
The theme for this year's Diabetes Awareness Month is Access to Diabetes and Care and Awareness in the face of COVID-19, right? And we already started a few TV programs and so forth since Monday. Dr. On Call with Dr. Panchu and Mr. Claude Douglas talking about the psychosocial effects of COVID, you know, people living with diabetes and so forth. Also, we had a episode on the next chapter in GIS talking about the Grenada Diabetes Association and its function and, you know, and World Diabetes Awareness Month. Next week, we're going to continue on Dr. On Call with food and nutrition, whereby we can educate the people on how they can manage their diabetes through nutrition and their food choices and so forth. The St. George's branch of the Grenada Diabetes Association will be holding a screening or a health fair at the GAF, at the Grenada Association of Retired Persons. That's that building close to Foodland, right, on the 17th of November, right? So you can come down, get your blood sugars checked, your blood pressure, your BMI. Also, there'll be counseling available. Cholesterol testing also should be available on that day. All right. World Diabetes Day, November 14th. We would like to have a virtual fitness program whereby, you know, you can stay at home and we have a fitness instructor and we'll be doing exercise from home, you know, because very important in this time as persons living with diabetes to keep ourselves active, because, you know, you're inside, you're not moving, and you need to get that body moving to help you get with that control. So one thing I'd like to ask the general public is that the Grenada Diabetes Association, we have a Facebook page, and we would like you guys to like that page and also share the page. Also from there, we will share our programs so that you can be updated. All right. It is very important that the people living with diabetes or the people affected by diabetes, however, are educated on topics that is pertaining to the diabetes.
It's the MTV Evening News with still ahead, the regional roundup.
Health-wise at MTV News came to you compliments Sunrise Diagnostic Center.
Need quality medical service, professional and warm laboratory experience? Tired of waiting days for your lab results to make diagnosis? You have found your solution at Sunrise Diagnostic Center, located at Unit Number 9, New NIS Building, Melville Street, St. George's, and Canal Road, Grenville, St. Andrew, in the hub of the town, catering to your medical needs. Private, accurate, and confidential laboratory service with same-day results. Walk in or schedule your ultrasound with results with 24 to 48 hours. Our opening hours in St. George's are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And on Canal Road, Mondays to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Open on Sundays and public holidays for emergency calls only. 24-hour on-call service is available for emergency laboratory purposes. We meet you where you are, home or office. Special group rates are available. For more information, you can contact us today.
The third segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Arizo Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Ridgeway Residences, a modern, exclusive residential community offered by Arizo. Purchase one of our completely built houses or let us build for you by simply choosing your lot, choosing your home design from our selection, and let us do the rest. owning a home does not have to be a frustrating process. For more information, contact Ariza Credit Union on 415-0994 or send us an email on info@ridgewayresidences.gd. Ridgeway Residences, hassle-free home ownership.
Welcome back. We now turn things over to Clifton James for the Regional News Roundup.
Good evening with tonight's MTV Regional Roundup. I am Clifton James. The Janssen Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine is available for all eligible and interested Barbadians and residents on the island. Making the announcement today, November the 9th, the Chief Medical Officer told the media that a new vaccine had been added to the list of doses on offer at the vaccination site across the island. The 7,000 doses of the Janssen vaccine were a gift from the Republic of Guyana and originally being reserved for shut-ins on island. However, the decision has been taken to open it up to all eligible individuals from now on. Dr. George said that some of the doses were administered to shut-ins, but we have made a determination that those vaccines can be given to the general public. We believe that instead of holding those vaccines are only as good as if they are in the arms of the individuals. The pilots union at the cash-strapped regional airline Liat on Tuesday called on its shareholder governments to assist in reaching a settlement regarding the outstanding severance payments owed to the airline's ex-pilots. Patterson Thompson, president of the Leeward Island Airline Pilots Association, LIAPA, who took to the airways on Observer Radio in Antigua, said while the coronavirus pandemic had complicated matters, some commitment should be made by the shareholder governments to meet the outstanding payments to the former employees. He said the governments of Barbados, St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Dominica should join with the efforts being undertaken by Antigua and Barbuda's Prime Minister Gaston Brown to deal with the situation. Britain's Prince Harry said he warned the chief executive of Twitter ahead of the January the 6th Capitol riots that the social media site was being used to stage political unrest in the US Capitol. Harry made the comments Tuesday whilst he was taking part in an online panel on misinformation in California. He said he made his concerns known via email to Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey the day before the riot. Jack and I were emailing each other prior to January the 6th, where I warned him that his platform was allowing a coup to be staged. Harry said at the Rewired Tech Forum that email was sent the day before and then it happened, and I haven't heard from him since. Twitter declined to comment on Harry's remarks. Clifton James, MTV Regional Roundup.
This is the MTV Evening News. We'll be back with you after the break.
The third segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
The safety and security of your information is always important to us. Ariza now offers chip cards, also known as EMV cards, which provide enhanced security for your purchases and are globally accepted. The new Ariza Credit Union Visa International Debit Card continues to have the traditional magnetic stripe with the additional security feature of a chip and can now be used at both chip and traditional magnetic stripe terminals. For your added protection, always keep your PIN private and store your chip card safely in a RFID pouch. Visit arizacu.com to learn more on how to protect your account information. Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
By now, you should know that the early bird catches the worm. So, what are you waiting for? Put wings to your feet and head to your nearest scratch seller. For every Quick 7's scratch ticket you buy at $2, the NLA gives you 7 chances at winning as much as $7,000. Scratch the entire play area for your 7 chances at revealing as much 7s and win the corresponding prizes. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
All businesses start small and grow into successful corporations. With a strong team, you can have a strong business. Protect the employees that stand by you with Beacon's Be Better Group Health Plan. It's a customizable and affordable health plan for smaller businesses that offers many of the benefits of a large corporate plan. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
How did you get your electricity bill to be so low? For one, we size our transformers just for what we need, and we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use. We also replaced our light bulbs with LEDs. I even replaced the seal on my refrigerator door to keep the cold air in.
How do you know if it is working?
We pay attention to the usage history table. Over time, our average usage has decreased.
Renelec, energizing our Grenada.
We promised you, and now it's time to deliver. St. Louis UPVC is finally open for business. Look for the blue building marked St. Louis UPVC number 21 Frequenter Industrial Park. At St. Louis UPVC, we manufacture durable push-up windows, sliding windows, projected windows, and casement windows. You can also purchase sliding doors. Our products are manufactured with up to half-inch impact glass, with 21 different types of glass to choose from. Windows can be customized to your specifications. Free delivery island-wide. Opening hours Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Feel free to call us at 439-6538 for more information.
Holy Natural Spring Water is a water for every occasion. On the field of sports, at your workplace, just open the bottle and savor the pure, refreshing taste. Holy Natural Spring Water is produced in Mama Can St. Andrews and is available in all sizes nationwide. To order, telephone 444-7654 or 533-7654. Holy Natural Spring Water, Grenada's purest bottled water.
Coming up in sporting highlights, Grenada Boxing Association receives equipment from IBA. And sporting fans, let's now join Tonella Holston for this evening's sporting highlights.
Good evening, sporting fans. The International Boxing Association has donated boxing equipment to the Boxing Association of Grenada on Wednesday at the Grenada Olympic Committee's building. The donation of the equipment is to be used to raise the level of boxing in Grenada. Among the items donated were gloves, focus mitts, upper cut bags, hand wraps, weight lifting belts, headgears, and much more. The president of the Boxing Association of Grenada is Neil Roberts.
The Boxing Association of Grenada would like to thank the president of the International Boxing Association, Mr. Uma Kremlev, on answering our call. Locally, we would like to thank the Ministry of Sport through the PS that had answered our call, Mr. Michael Stephen. Also, in the local carrier, DHL, we would also like to thank Mr. Andrew and Bizinski and Jeffrey Thompson. They have also granted us some concessions on our cost involved.
Robert said he is looking forward to more equipment to develop boxing around Grenada in schools and villages.
We look forward that we can have a yearly national champs. From this, we will see that we can determine and have our shortlisting of boxers to represent Grenada whenever competition arises. Also, we would like to see at some point whereby we introduce to the schools on a full-time basis that we can have inter-school boxing competition as how we do have intercall, and I think that will be a grand sport. Presently though, our first initiative though is to make sure that we adhere to all the protocols. Then I really like to take boxing to the outer parish, and that will be a great initiative for us.
Head coach of the men's football team, Michael Finley, is happy that the Spice Boys under-20 improved on their execution on the field, which resulted in a clean sheet during the British Virgin Islands match, earning their third consecutive victory in the 2022 CONCACAF Men's Under-20 Championship qualifiers. The squad is very excited and looking forward to their final qualifying match this Saturday, November 13th, against Curaçao.
Well, very good. I mean, what we've done is we've implemented a strategy and a plan, and I'm really pleased for the players that they've put themselves in a position that on Saturday they get to play for something, and playing for something is exactly what the program needs, what the team needs, what our players need, the experience of dealing with that type of game, and so I'm very pleased for them. I'm happy with the application. I think the staff is happy with the application. I won't lie, it frustrates us at times because I think we can be better than we are right now. They have the capabilities and they have that talent and potential, and it's just about putting in the good decision-making process. And as we say, simplicity is very key to how we want to play. So, but yeah, we've seen steady improvement. They've been very receptive to all of what we're discussing with them from a tactical point of view, and the fight is there. You know, no disrespect to any of the other opponents. I think when we looked at our group, we always thought that if we played to our capabilities and our potential, that Curaçao was going to be the game that was going to decide this group. And I think, you know, certainly you still have to play football matches, and Curaçao still has to play Dominica. So we'll wait to see what that result is. But you know, our expectation at the end of the day is we'll be meeting Curaçao on Saturday, and so that's exactly what we looked for. And I think it's exactly what we want, as I say, from an experiential point of view, and something that our players are destined to test themselves in, especially when you have to play for something. You know, that's the key. You know, the idea that a win on Saturday puts them into the next round of qualifying is an incredible achievement given the challenges these players have gone through, the assistance and the challenges that the GFA has gone through, and football in general in the Caribbean and around the world due to a pandemic. So yeah, very excited and looking forward to it.
In cricket, Cricket West Indies has reported that the next stage of its high-performance coach program has been successfully delivered as part of its development and investment strategy to upgrade and upskill coaches across the region. Several coaches from across the region participated in the week-long event at the end of October at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium in Antigua, which was delivered on the back of 5 online modules leading into the event. West Indies' first opponents in the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup qualifiers, Papua New Guinea, have withdrawn from the tournament after an outbreak of COVID-19 infections in the team camp. West Indies women were due to play Papua New Guinea in their opening match on November 21st. A statement from Papua New Guinea Cricket stated that the team went into quarantine on October 30th in preparation to depart for the tournament on November 6th. And that's it for this evening's sports. I am Donella Hostin.
Thank you so much, Donella. And we have the public forecast information coming up for you next. After that, a recap of the top stories.
MTV Weather is brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Each of us has a role in Grenada's successful recovery. Our future is promising. We are strong. Together, we are Grenada.
Good evening again, viewers, with Wednesday night's weather forecast and meteorologist Wayne Williams. A small area of cloudiness over the extreme southern Caribbean brought showers to Grenada and also to Trinidad and Tobago, mostly during the morning time. We do have some more clouds in that area, so we're going to see some more of those showers tonight. In the meantime, some slight haze continues in the central Atlantic. Very slight, however, should not affect visibility. It shouldn't really bring any discomfort to people who suffer from those conditions. That area of localized cloudiness is going to move over into the eastern portion of the Caribbean Sea, taking the showers with it, but not before dumping a few more here and in the nighttime and possibly just before dawn. Wednesday night's forecast is for isolated showers with northeasterly winds between 5 and 15 miles per hour. Minimum temperature still around 24. The moon rose this morning at 11:43. It's going to set tonight at 11:38. Fair conditions on Thursday. A slight chance of 1 or 2 brief pre-dawn showers. Winds would be northeasterly between 10 and 20 miles per hour with moderate seas, 3 to 5 foot waves in open water. Sunrise is again at 6:02. Sunset again at 5:39. It's going to be hot still. High of 34 will feel like 38. Morning showers in Port of Spain, improving into the afternoon, mostly sunny and slight haze in Bridgetown. Scattered showers again improving into the afternoon in Kingston. Scattered showers in Miami also. A bit of clouds in New York and also in London. Here at home, the hot conditions would continue again on Friday and Saturday. A slight increase in cloudiness on Sunday. Despite these hot conditions, we do still have about a 30% chance of those nighttime and in some cases the pre-dawn showers. Continuing sunny conditions from Monday onwards. That's it for Wednesday night, folks. Have yourself a great night. Join me again on Thursday.
MTV Weather was brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada. The MTV News Hurricane Tip is brought to you in association with Beacon Insurance.
All businesses start small and grow into successful corporations. With a strong team, you can have a strong business. Protect the employees that stand by you with Beacon's Be Better Group Health Plan. It's a customizable and affordable health plan for smaller businesses that offers many of the benefits of a large corporate plan. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
In today's Hurricane Tip, we feature possessions and documents. Keep these records in a waterproof zipper bag's portable container. Will, insurance policies, contracts, deeds, stocks and bonds, passports, social security cards, immunization records, bank account numbers, credit card account numbers and companies, inventory of valuable household goods, important telephone numbers, family records, birth, marriage, death certificates. Store your kit in a convenient place known to all family members. Keep a smaller version of the supply kit in the trunk of your car. Keep items in airtight plastic bags. Change your stored water supply every 6 months so it stays fresh. Replace your stored food every 6 months. Rethink your kit and family needs at least once a year. Replace batteries, update clothes, etc. Ask your physician or pharmacist about storing prescription medications. These were your hurricane tips for today.
The MTV News Hurricane Tip was brought to you in association with Beacon Insurance.
All businesses start small and grow into successful corporations. With a strong team, you can have a strong business. Protect the employees that stand by you with Beacon's Be Better Group Health Plan. It's a customizable and affordable health plan for smaller businesses that offers many of the benefits of a large corporate plan. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
And now to end the news, a recap of the major stories. Grenada and other CARICOM member states urged to pay close attention to the controversial sugar issue between Belize and Trinidad. This before the Caribbean Court of Justice, CCJ. Spice vendors at the Grandad's Market left out of the tourist bubble by the Grenada Tourism Authority. And in sport, Grenada Boxing Association has received equipment from IBA. We've had details to those and other stories, along with the latest public forecast information. Now, on behalf of the News and Production Departments, I'm Tony Julian. We all thank you so very much for having viewed the MTV News Wednesday and wish you a good night.
By now, you should know that the early bird catches the worm. So, what are you waiting for? Put wings to your feet and head to your nearest scratch seller. For every Quick 7's scratch ticket you buy at $2, the NLA gives you 7 chances at winning as much as $7,000. Scratch the entire play area for your 7 chances at revealing as much 7s and win the corresponding prizes. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Good evening, viewers and listeners. Welcome to the National Lotteries Authority's Daily Pick 3 Evening Draw for today, Wednesday, November 10th, 2021. I am Anisha Charles. With me this evening is Ms. Priscilla Barry from PKF Accountants and Business Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this draw is conducted in a fair, accountable manner, that the game balls with industry standards and in no way tampered with. At this time, you should get tickets ready. It's Daily Pick 3. It pays to play. Good luck. First number this evening is check your tickets in the meantime. First number is 7, second number is 4, third and final number is 2. Let's recap those numbers. It was on the screen. First number is 7, the second 4, third and final is 2. So that's 7, 4, and 2. Congratulations, all the winners. Stay tuned that the daily cash will drop next. We'll see you soon.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash Fall. Every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes, twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Welcome back, everyone, to another Daily Cash 4 Evening Draw for today, Wednesday, November 10th, 2021. I am Anisha Charles. With me again is Ms. Priscilla Barry from PKF Accountants and Business Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this show is conducted in a accountable manner and the game balls with industry standards and in no way tampered with. At this time, if your tickets ready, it's daily cash for more plays, bigger prizes. Let's find out what this evening's winning numbers will be. Good luck. First up this evening is check your tickets in the meantime. First number up is 9, second number is 1, third number is 8, fourth and final number is 7. Let's recap those numbers. It's on the screen. Check your tickets. First number up is 9, the second 1, third 8, fourth and final is 7. So that's 9, 1, 8, and 7. Congratulations, all the winners. Stay tuned, get your play radio up next. We'll see you soon.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes, twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Playway Evening Draw for today, Wednesday, November 10th, 2021. I am Anisha Charles. With me again is Ms. Priscilla Barry from PKF Accountants and Business Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that the show is conducted in a fair, accountable manner. The game balls with industry standards and in a way stamped with. Let's play Playway, follow your dreams, so in your way. Good luck. This evening's winning Playway number is, check your tickets. Winning Playway number 16. Let's recap the number 1616. 16 represents dream symbol bus driver. Congratulations to all the winners of this evening's Playway draw. Tune in later on for the lotto draw. This evening we're playing for a jackpot of $94,000. We'll see you then.
By now, you should know that the early bird catches the worm. So, what are you waiting for? Put wings to your feet and head to your nearest scratch seller. For every quick 7s scratch ticket you buy at $2, the NLA gives you 7 chances at winning as much as $7,000. Scratch the entire play area for your 7 chances at revealing as much 7s and win the corresponding prizes. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
A pleasant evening to everyone. Welcome to the National Lotteries Authority's Lotto Draw number 3285 for today, Wednesday, November 10th, 2021. I am Anisha Charles. With me this evening is Ms. Priscilla Barry from PKF Accountants and Business Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this show is conducted in a fair, accountable manner. And the game balls with industry standards and in a way stamped with. At this time, you should have tickets at hand because you are about to play for a jackpot of $94,000. But first, your free ticket letter. Good luck. This evening's free ticket letter is F as in fantastic. Let's proceed for 5 winning numbers. Good luck. First number this evening is, check your tickets in the meantime. First number up is 23, second number up is 3, third number is 12, followed by 14, fifth and final number for a jackpot of $94,000 is 2. Let's recap those numbers, check your tickets, numbers on the screen. First number up is 23, the second 3, third 12, followed by 14, fifth and final is 2. So that's 2323, 033, 12, 12, 14, and 022. Your free ticket letter for this evening is F as in fantastic. Congratulations to all the winners of this evening's Lotto draw. Lotto, play and win a lot. When you play all the games of the National Lotteries Authority, support sports, culture, and the nation building. Thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful evening.
Maximize your advertising dollar. Admire your growth. Only with MTV, Magic FM, and the Grenada Informer. Contact our marketing department on 440-8171 or 444-1413.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Earl Brian Rogers, also known as Hungry Mouth, Math and Lovelike, of Grandhorns Valley, St. George, passed away on Friday, October 15, 2021, at the age of 63. He was the father of Keishan Hilary Samantha Wise Salhab, grandfather of Micah and Miracle Salhab. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including Olive Alfred, Prince Henry and family, Andra Murray, Albert and Angela George of Grandhorns Valley, Mr. Terry Thomas, Gertrude, Maureen and other staff members at Fish and Chick Restaurant and Bar, the Moore family of Montu, Pastor Raphael Etienne of Grandhorns Valley Open Bible Church, and friends and neighbors in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Montu, Grandhorns Valley and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Earl Brian Rogers, also known as Hungry Mouth, Math and Lovelike, of Grandhorns Valley, St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to LaCour Brothers Funeral Homes. Ignatius McSween, also known as Walter, of Birch Grove, St. Andrew, who resided at Douglaston, St. John and in Canada, passed away on Saturday, 4th September 2021, at the age of 92. He was the husband of Louisa McSween, father of Faye, Davis, Aldrin, Ruthlin and Desmond in Grenada, Patricia, Melina, Avis, Jennifer and Verna in the USA, Molly, Gemma, Ashton, Junior and Greg in Canada, and Willen in the United Kingdom. Grandfather of Brandon, Quincy, Samantha, Marvin, Cami, Jalen, Lindsay, Jacob, Tahira and Tyrrell. Uncle of many including Jackie, Jean, Jocelyn, Carol, Roden, Barry, Andy and Desmond. Father-in-law of David Richards, Raymond Charles, Rudolph Myers, Nicole McSween, Christine Thomas, Margaret Sylvester and Alice Murray Francis. Brother-in-law of Venita Samuel and Fabian Charles. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including Lynthia in Canada, Matthew Sayers and the McSween family of Birchgrove, the O'Neill family of Constantine, and friends and neighbours in Canada and at Birchgrove, Marigot, Douglaston and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Ignatius McSween, also known as Walter, of Birchgrove St. Andrew, who resided at Douglaston St. John and in Canada, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Alicia Ramdeen Calica Banfield of Mount St. Irvins St. Andrew passed away on Thursday 28 October 2021 at the age of 75. She was the mother of Norris, Robert, Jody, Nikita, Preston, Doyle, Leah, Dennis, Shem, Diane, Dane, Andrew, Nick, Davis, Damian, Donali, Dean, Dave, Roseanne, Alex, Shane and Hannah. Sister of Chrissy, Samindra, Joycelyn and Sharon in the USA, Celia in Trinidad, Lindsay, Nailene, Joan, Margaret, Maria, Erlyn, Gracelyn, Latchman, Rudolph, Michael, Oster, Kurt, Jude, Father Paul, Father Dan, Father Patrick, Father John George and Father Anthony, all in Grenada, Emmanuel in Petite Martinique, Marinda, Marlene and Lackhan in the UK. Mother-in-law of Hanif Peters and Melvin Isaac. Many other relatives and friends including Dr. Batiste, Dr. Isaac, the Living Waters Prayer Group, the Bain, Ramdani, Holder and Banfield families, the Honourable Yolande Bain Horsford, the Catholic Sisters of Mount St. Irvins, the Catholic Church members throughout Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique. The funeral of the late Alicia Ramdeen Calica Banfield of Mount St. Irvins St. Andrew will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Micah David Mackenzie, also known as Mr. Nelson and Brother Mac, of Carriacou, who resided at Mondelez St. George, passed away on Friday, September 24, 2021, at the age of 93. Left to cherish his memory are his children Raphael Jacob, Terence, Preston and Carsley Mackenzie, Jeffrey St. Bernard, George Latouche, Esther Gulston, Pamela Blyden, Sherma Collins and Paul Sylvester. Adopted children Claudel Sylvester, nurses Gracelyn Andrew and Samantha Ashton, Carl Hood, Asher Charles, Paulette James, Joycelyn Marichaud and Hermione Hood. 45 grandchildren, 49 great-grands, 3 great-great-grands. Many nieces and nephews, too numerous to mention. Brother-in-law, Brother Joe of Latente. Sons-in-law, Stanley Gulston and Bede Collins. Daughters-in-law, Vita Latouche, Mary Seeley, Teresa, Annette and Rhoda Mackenzie. Other relatives and friends including Pastor Reverend Thomas Welsh, his wife and the Pentecostal Assembly, the Mackenzie families of Carriacou and Grenada, the Fletcher and Thomas families of Latente, and friends and neighbours of Mondelez, Westerhall, St. Paul's, Pedmotar and surrounding areas. The funeral service and interment of the late Micah David Mackenzie, also known as Mr. Nelson and Brother Mac, of Carriacou, who resided at Mondelez St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Jonas Williams, better known as Rodney Williams, Shepherd Rodney and Way, of Mount Craven St. Patrick, passed away on Tuesday, 2nd November 2021, at the age of 68. He was the son of Rose Williams, husband of Rosalind Williams, father of Franklin and Roland Batiste, Ron Williams and Ronisha Williams in the USA, brother of Gracelyn, Sturty, Clarice, Lynette, Godlin, Paul, Philip, Liston and Daniel, father-in-law of Joanna Batiste, Trixie Williams and Natalie Nicholas, grandfather of Rolanda and Joselle Batiste, BJ, Dallin Phillip, Serona Williams and Alice Polius, uncle of many including Ken Williams, brother-in-law of many. Many other close friends, relatives and neighbours of Mount Craven, Hermitage and Tivoli, step-son-in-law, stepchildren, adopted children, step-grandchildren, the Ragbison family, vendors and fishermen of Grove, Grand Roy, Victoria, Satez and Grenville, members of the Spiritual Baptist churches including Sister Vernice Charles and the staff of Hubbard's Limited. The funeral service for the late Jonas Williams, better known as Rodney Williams, Shepherd Rodney and Way, of Montcraven St. Patrick, will be held privately. Arrangements entrusted to Wayne's Funeral Home. Marion Michael Peterkin died on Thursday, October 28th in Canada, at the age of 40, left to mourn his parents Alma Williams Peterkin and Eric Emmanuel Peterkin, brothers and sisters Charlene, Aline, Eleanor and Elijah Peterkin residing in Canada, children Micaiah, Malik, Sadiq, Khalik, Zanika and Danica residing in Canada, aunts and uncles Anthea, Keturah, Donnelly, Patrick and Douglas Peterkin of Laborie, Joan, Bernadette, Nicole, Ronnie, Samuel and Ricardo of Jean Anglais, Sylvia and Wendy in Canada, nieces and nephews Kadisha, Celio, Raphael, Raphael, Surana, Robert, Joshua, and Teresa residing in Canada. Other relatives and friends including the John and Mahone family of Monong, the Simpson family in Grenada and in the USA, the Williams and Francis families in Grenada and Canada, and the Peterkin family of Laborie. The funeral service and interment of the late Marion Michael Peterkin will take place in Canada. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Theodora Bridget Glad Tobin, also known as Dora, and Garon of Apretute St. David, who resided at Belmont St. George and in Canada. A well-known spice vendor, Zone 1, passed away on Friday, 8th October 2021 in Canada, at the age of 77. She was the mother of Anne-Marie Gludd James, Philip Gludd, Yvonne and Keith Gludd in the USA, Ralph in Canada, Randolph Gludd, Carlisle Gludd in the UK, Willianne and Norman Gludd, grandmother of 26, great-grandmother of 11, sister of Leonard Tarway Gludd, very close friend and caretaker Maureen Pearl Garcia in Canada. Many other relatives and friends, including friends and relatives of Apretute, Belmont, Satez, Bellevue in the USA, Canada and England. The funeral of the late Theodora Bridget Gludd Tobin, also known as Dora and Godone, of Apretute St. David, who resided at Belmont St. George and in Canada, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Olive Catherine Gibbs of Montmorot St. George passed away on Tuesday, November 2nd, 2021, at the age of 55. She was the mother of Martina, Martin, Marcellianne, Lenora, Elizabeth, Krista, and Alicia, grandmother of Renelle, Xavier, Carlos Jr., Daniel, Zayla, and Nikia, mother-in-law of Telson Sandy, sister of Deborah McQueen and Brenda Gibbs, close and dear friend of Douglas Victor in the USA, aunt of 11, grand-aunt of 19, godmother of 4, many other relatives and friends including Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, Yvonne Griffith and family, Nurse Olive McFarlane, Anne David and Twine, Marcella Campbell and family, Esther Alexis, the Pascal and Grant families in the United Kingdom and Grenada, the Gibbs, Regis, Gill, Langdon and Duncan families, and friends and neighbors of Montmoritz, Brazan in the USA, the United Kingdom, Trinidad and Barbados. The funeral service for the late Olive Catherine Gibbs of Montmorot St. George will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Lucky Charles, also known as Miss Lucky and Auntie, of Pearl St. Andrew, passed away on Saturday, October 30th, 2021, at the age of 79. She was the mother of Pauline Charles Jack, Daniel Charles, Pearlie Paula Charles Jones, Junior Cornwall, Devon and Kellen Charles, N.C. Charles Frame, and Roxy Charles, adopted mother of Clifford Mitchell, Roy Samuel, Garvin Richardson, and Kester O'Neill, stepmother of Randolph, grandmother of Jacintha, Justin, Rondell, Shalma, Ronald, Johanse and Johanna, Revel Camunyu and Adriel Charles, Rogel Charles Bernard, Kadeen and Nikiah Regis, Nahim, Navon and Nagida, step-grandmother of Crampy Sukram, great-grandmother of 8, mother-in-law of Fenton Jack, Clarence Jones, Nicholson Frame and Sandra Cornwall, grandmother-in-law of Joshua Bernard, many nieces and nephews including Nathalie Paul, Yvette Charles, Jerry, Scott, Irvin, Karen, Curleen, Nisha Booker, Stephanie, Anslem, Ermin and Spanitou. Many relatives and close friends including Rosalind, Deborah, Turbot, Tony Bain, Diego, Ford, Margaret, Pecon, Marcia, Nikel, the Philip, Charles, James, Rennie, Gibbs, Sukram, Peters, Ned and John families, the Honorable Kate Lewis, the doctors and nurses at the Princess Alice and General Hospitals, and friends and neighbors of Pearls, Seamoon, Paradise, Paraclete, St. John, Moya and Conference St. Andrew. The funeral of the late Lucky Charles, also known as Miss Lucky and Auntie, of Pearl St. Andrew, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Enoch Eli Benoit, also known as Mafu and Lion, of Snellhall St. Patrick, who resided at Douglaston St. John, retired police officer number 143 and bus driver, passed away on Tuesday, October 12, 2021 in New York at the age of 62. He was the husband of Anne-Marie Frances Benoit, father of Kieran Paul in Canada, Kelsey and Chantia Noel, stepfather of Anika Francis in the USA, grandfather of Jacqueline Paul in Canada, brother of Branson Benoit in Grenada, Alma Chaddick in England, Jenna Grant in the USA, Sharon Benoit in Canada, Janitha Richards and Naylene Benoit, brother-in-law of Cosmos Grant, Edric, Ludrika and Christopher Francis, Garfield Renee, Odva Ambrose, Pamela Benoit, Maria Fraser, Magdalene Duncan and Michelle Scott Regis, nephew of Joseph Richards, uncle of many in England, the USA and Grenada including Hughes Philip, Janice Hilaire and Carrie Richards. Many other relatives and friends including the Benoit family of St. Paul's, Pastor Niles and family, the Philip families of Montrich and Snellhall, Her Excellency Dame Cecile Lagrenade, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, former Commissioner of Police Mr. Winston James, ASP Leroy Langine, Woman DC number 940 Thorne, the rank and file of the Royal Grenada Police Force, Joycelyn Belfon, Kevin and Margaret Williams, Keith Belfon, Eunice Thomas and Matthew McIntosh, Carol Williams, Dwight Joseph, Lavon Johannes, Esther Ferguson, Dr. Dolan Noel and family, the Bernard family, the Andrew family of Snellhall, Trevor Thomas and family, Mrs. Jones and family, Marge DeCoto, Lytton Harry, Ernest Sanderson and family, Anstead McLeish and family, and friends and neighbours of Douglaston, St. John and St. Patrick. The funeral of the late Enoch Eli Benoit, also known as Mafu and Lion, of Snellhall St. Patrick, who resided at Douglaston St. John, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Hermelin Moraine, also known as Mom, of Crowshoe St. Andrew, who resided at Mount Hartman St. George, passed away on Monday, November 8, 2021, at the age of 67. The funeral arrangements for the late Hermelin Moraine, also known as Mom, of Crowshoe St. Andrew, who resided at Mount Hartman St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Anastasia Merrill Charles, affectionately known as Stacy, of the Bocas St. George, passed away on Monday, 1st November 2021, at the age of 72. The funeral arrangements for the late Anastasia Merrill Charles, affectionately known as Stacy of the Bocas St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Catherine Williams, also known as Bemisi, Tita and Darling of Blaise St. Andrew, who resided at John Anglais St. George, passed away on Friday, November 5th, 2021, at the age of 72. The funeral arrangements for the late Catherine Williams, also known as Bemisi, Tita and Darling of Blaise St. Andrew, who resided at John Anglais St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Shondell Harford, also known as Loverboy, of St. Cloud St. Andrew, died on Wednesday, November 3rd, 2021, at the age of 22. The funeral arrangements for the late Shondell Harford, also known as Loverboy, of St. Cloud St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Al Cordell Crawford, also known as Young Chef of Grand Anne's House in Scheme St. George, passed away on Thursday, 4th November 2021, at the age of 30. The funeral arrangements for the late Al Cordell Crawford, also known as Young Chef of Grand Anne's House in Scheme St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes.
Daniel Cephas Bartholomew of Tempe St. George passed away on Tuesday, 2nd November, at the age of 72. The funeral service for the late Daniel Cephas Bartholomew of Tempe St. George will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
William Loftus Nayak, also known as Lala, of Riversally St. Patrick, who resided in Cumana Main Road, Toco, Trinidad, passed away on Saturday, 2nd October 2021, at the age of 91. The funeral arrangements for the late William Loftus Nayak, also known as Lala, of Riversally St. Patrick, who resided in Cumana Main Road, Toco, Trinidad, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thanks for watching.
Death and dying are the inevitable events and realities of life. The passing of a friend or loved one often brings with it the feelings of sadness, grief, and pain. There is always the period of sorrow and mourning for those who experience such loss. Brothers and sisters, particularly in this time and season of how you feel and what you may be thinking as a result of the passing of your loved one, there is a source and means of comfort that you can tap into. That source and means of comfort is God and His Word that speaks specifically and directly to our situation. Hear the word to you today. He says, "Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted." What I believe He is saying through this verse to you and everyone that is now experiencing some measure of grief or sorrow, and what I also believe is implied in that which He says, are the following. Mourning is an understandable, normal, and real expression of your emotions. Mourning presents the opportunity for us to experience the comfort of family, friends, and loved ones. Mourning identifies us with each other in our humanity and morality. Mourning will not last forever. It is for a particular season and reason. Mourning connects us with the ultimate source and means of comfort that is always available to us, God, our Heavenly Father, through Jesus Christ. And so today, we look to the Lord in prayer, Him who is able to comfort us with the comfort that we need in times like these. God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob,